Hey, Okada, do you got some sweats? Throw them on with your t-shirt. Anything will do for these fans tonight. They got no standards, they got no clue. And as long as it's booked by you know who, it's the best stuff ever. Yes, indeed. The face will be claimed tonight. Oh, don't turn around. Uh-oh. Now Mania's back in town. Uh-oh. James, Zeus, and Pedro here, marking out where others never dare. Live this Saturday morning. It's Mark Out Mania.
Good job, Pedro. Good job. No, Okada. Oh, no.
Oh, that would have been awesome. No.
That was delightfully terrible.
No, Okada. Oh, no. Please don't wear sweatpants to the show. Oh, no.
I remembered, I think the last time we were on the air, y'all said to do Der Kommissar.
Yeah.
So I remember that. Hey, but hola, amigos, and welcome back. We're back to the Mark Out Mania. And look, we've got Brian Bell in the chat. Hey, is this the gathering of the Orange Cassidy fans?
Oh my stars and garters! Brian Bell, what's going on? Orange Cassidy can eat a fat one.
So it's been 3 weeks since we last were on, and
Woo.
we are back. We've got James the Extreme Sorno. How are you?
I am doing good, my friend. Back from my 2-week excursion from New York City, and I'm not gonna lie to you. If the Baboon Heart and I could come to an agreement, I just might do it again.
Oh wow! And hey, what? Is the sky getting dark?
Oh god!
Rumble.
Rumble. It's the God of Thunder. Zeus King Dark, the Road Warrior Scholar, the super famous. How are you? Oh, he gets all that intro and it's just like, stop.
Yeah, I know, right? That's his version of Sweatpants.
Right? Oh, yeah. The anticlimactic, yeah.
Everyone got their favorite sweatpants on.
I'm saying, I'm just chilling in mine right now. Even though it's 148 degrees in Orlando.
Oh yeah, it is very hot. It is very
hot.
Man,
the weather's brutal here, man. There's a massive thunderstorm rolling through this weekend. It was 103 yesterday with the heat index. It's supposed to be 106 today with the heat index. Brutal.
It's been like around 107 here with the heat index. Like
that sucks. Major moose nuts.
Yeah, well, with that kind of heat and the thunderstorm coming through, it's gonna like be explosive.
Yeah. It's as hot as Mantar's balls.
So what's up,
boys? I missed you guys. It's been 3 weeks. Wow, man, long time.
Long time no see, man.
Yeah.
NPR Mark Out Mania. Hey guys.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about? You want to start off about sweatpants, or you want to talk about?
I was going to go put on my favorite sweatpants and tie them ever so gently, so we could discuss the situation about
sweatpants. I haven't watched any wrestling until this week. I watched an entire episode of AEW Dynamite.
That in itself is a revelation, but go ahead.
I watched the entire episode, and it shouldn't surprise me that AEW would do badly on like big debuts, because they have a long track history of doing badly with debuting people. But Okada debuted in AEW this week in one of the most underwhelming, inexplicably underwhelming like ways. Y'all want to talk about it?
I'm just gonna say this real quick, okay? You only get
This is true.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. I don't want to hear shit about, we're saving a big entrance for the pay-per-view, Forbidden Door, Chicago bullshit, blow me, blah. No. This is your shot. You've been talking about Okada on AEW TV since when I was watching it. Okay, so if you're gonna debut the most and let's face it here, regardless of who holds the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, Kazuchika Okada is the face of New Japan Pro Wrestling, hands down, bar none. Okay? If you're going to debut this man, you do it the right way. You bring out his robe, his bling, you drop money from the ceiling, you let him stand there and fucking pose. Okay? You do not, and I repeat, do not let him come out there with Kmart sweatpants and a generic t-shirt. Okay? That is not the look. He is Kazuchika Okada. This is the Rainmaker. You do not stroll him out there like in a Mick Foley starter kit. You do not do that.
Mick Foley starter kit. Holy
okay?
Shit.
And then he hits the ring, and what the fuck is he throwing? That is some of the worst rehearsed elbows I've ever seen in my life. My grandmother throws better elbows than that. Those are the weakest forearms in history. This is Kazuchika Okada. If you don't know how to book him, then don't book him. That's it. He's the man. He is the man of New Japan Pro Wrestling. And he's a once-in-a-generation talent. You do not do that to him. That's it. I was so disappointed with that. I was like, as soon as I heard the music, and then I saw when he came out, I was like, whoa. It was horrible. Horrible. Sweatpants and a fucking t-shirt from Kmart? Are you kidding me?
First off, okay, I mean, if I'm in the unfortunate position of booking AEW, then I do not debut Okada in this like messy post-match, angle thing with just all this stupid junk going on. The whole deal with Jay White and Adam Cole and Adam Page, the whole deal is just kind of there. It's not very exciting. It was dumb. So I don't just tack it on to the end of this thing that's gone on too long after this excessively long match. And like Silas Young, I like Silas Young a lot.
Yeah, another debut they fucked up. But go ahead.
Well, I like him, but he's someone who's not going to get over with that crowd.
So hence why you don't debut him like that. He should have came out of the crowd with a crowbar and beat the shit out of Hangman Page because he is a perfect heel. You don't shoot him out there in front of his hometown and have him wrestle a match like that. But go ahead, I digress. Go ahead, Page.
Well, I mean, my point is, if you're going to use him like if his ultimate role is going to be a jobber, just have him job in a short match. I'm not even being mean to him. That's just to me that makes the most sense. You don't have like a 15-minute plus match with this dude, and then you tack on this like this segment that's dragging, and then you tack on Okada's debut at the end of this segment that's dragging. So just there, just if you stop there, like that's the first mistake, is just having him debut as part of this excessively long segment. If you look at it from the match through the post-match, it's this super long, block of television. It's like, of course. When I was telling Stephanie about it, Stephanie got it immediately because she said, you debut him with, when I explained how I thought they should have done it with what James was explaining with the robes, with the music, the money falling down, the poses, blah blah blah. She said, even if the crowd doesn't know him, like even if the people at home don't know who he is, they will want to know. Stephanie, who doesn't watch wrestling, said yes, they will want to know who this guy is.
Why don't you put her in charge?
Telling you.
What do you think, Zeus? How would you have done it?
Well, the first thing is close AEW and let everybody go.
Zeus said me and Tanahashi would take over. Oh, that's another whole thing.
Make me really happy.
Zeus, I take it you don't approve of this whole thing.
I just don't watch it. There's no.
You know what got me? All this was to set up a throwaway 4-way match at this pay-per-view.
Why are you having a 4-way for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship?
Because the title's not going to change hands. That's why.
Yeah, but look, dig this, sucker. No,
You can't fix that.
Jay White kept saying, he said this isn't the first week he's made the statement saying like, I'm not defending it against you, and I'm not defending it against you. Talking to Cole and Paige, like he's not going to defend against either one. He repeats this again on this week. And then you have the thing with Okada coming out and stuff. And I was like thinking, oh, there's going to be a tag match then. Like, that's what makes the most sense to me, right?
Right,
like, we're going to get a tag match.
Hangman Page and Okada versus Cole and Jay White. Right.
And then later in the show, they're just like, it's been made official. It's a 4-way match for the WGP title. And you're like, what? Like, that's how this came out? Like, they just... whatever. That's the whole deal. That's how that company is. I watched that whole show. It's the same as it's been. All these years. How long has it been open? Since 2019? 3 years? It's the same junk. There's a terrible pay-per-view on paper, don't y'all think?
First of all, I don't even know what the card is. We can go over that later on if you want, but I don't even know what the card is, number one.
I'll pull it down.
Number two, the idea of a 4-way for the IWGP fucking championship is stupid. Number two, although Zeus is right because the title's not going to change hands, and because how does New Japan? How the fuck does New Japan agree to this anyway? Like, how do they agree to this? If I'm the president of New Japan, I'm like, no. You're not going to cheapen my title by doing this. Because that's what it's doing. It's cheapening the title.
Let's see. You've got Jon Moxley versus Tanahashi for the interim AEW World Championship. No, who gives a fuck about these interim titles?
Let's see whose knees he shows up with.
Yeah. Yeah, he was old man Tanahashi showed up on this.
Yeah.
But Zeus, you said something. What was it? You said you said something
about
Tanahashi on Wednesday. When I said that old man Tanahashi was there.
He knows he can show up and do whatever he wants, and they're gonna love it.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, that's true. That's true.
He tried a lot harder, who knows how his knees are and everything on a daily basis, but the way he looked, when it was him and him and Ibushi together, and then he came to the US and everything, he's just pumping his ass off. It's just like
to me, the way the commentary was talking, they were like, Moxley has the whole company. He's defending the whole company against these invaders. Like,
that's what they were saying?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, my God.
They're like, it's the most important thing, Moxley versus the New Japan. He's defending the AEW's honor. So I assume Moxley's going to win this interim title.
But they make no sense when he was the IWGP, when he was the IWGP United States Championship. He was defending AEW?
Who knows?
See, they just put, I can't.
It's nothing to get mad over, because it's no point getting mad over it. It's just some junk. It's just some junk. But yeah, the Moxley versus Tanahashi for this interim bullshit. Then you got Jay White versus Okada versus Page versus Cole for the IWGP title.
What's the deal with this interim championship? It's because CM Punk got hurt, right?
Yes.
So he can't defend. So they didn't want to strip him of the title, so they made an interim championship?
Yeah.
Oh. And then they just added another championship with
oh, yeah, I'm about to get to that. So then
what is this whole Atlantic, Mid-Atlantic fake Jim Crockett Promotions belt?
You've got Pac versus Miro versus Malachi Black versus now Clark Connors. It was going to be Hiroshi Ishii, but now it's Clark Connors for the AEW All Atlantic title because
All Atlantic title. That's what's cool.
Ishii got injured. Yeah.
Okay.
All Atlantic.
I'm sure New Japan is happy about that.
James, did you know that the Atlantic Ocean included the Pacific Ocean?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
The Sea of China, the Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. AEW is smarter than all of us. Okay.
They know geography as well as they know pro wrestling.
I went to school at SKUL, but okay.
Zeus. Oh my god, I'm gonna think about that for a while. They know.
They know geography.
They know
as well as they know pro wrestling.
Wait, why is Dro talking in Tony Khan voice? Am I talking in Tony Khan voice? Oh my god!
You don't sound like you're on cocaine. Well, maybe a little.
Brian Bell thinks you sound like you're on cocaine.
This it's a special ever. That's great. We're so good. I'm the best booker ever. No, I don't know. I don't know his voice.
I still can't believe they did. And not for nothing, but if you're Okada, how do you agree to come out like that?
You know, he probably just does whatever he's told. He probably doesn't care.
Right? Why would he?
Yeah, it's not in. To him, it's like, oh, well, this is just some excursion, right? Like,
right.
It's not the real thing in Japan. It would be probably how he views it. So,
right, that's true, I guess.
Oh, take a look at this lovely 6-man tag match. You got Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Apparently, they're called the Sex Gods, teaming with Minoru Suzuki versus Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Utah, and Shota Umino, the no-selling toughest man alive.
The no-selling Umino, yeah. That guy is Houdini. Umino all of a sudden became Superman.
2 people on his back, nothing.
I'm still throwing punches.
I like Jack Swagger, Jake. What's his name? Jake Hagar or whatever.
Jake Hager.
Yeah, like that dude's
Jake
huge.
Strong.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
He's like hitting stuff. Umino's just no selling stuff from this giant dude. I was like, what the heck? Oh my goodness. When
did Suzuki turn heel?
I
didn't even know that.
I mean, that stuff doesn't matter in this company or possibly at all. Brian Bell's favorite, Orange Cassidy, will be challenging Will Ospreay for the IWGP United States title on this show.
I heard they wrestled a pretty decent match. Is that true?
Are you talking about on Wednesday?
I don't know when the match was, but I heard that him and that Ospreay and Cassidy had a match. People were talking about, it's a good match. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know which match it is.
They were involved in a 6-man tag on Wednesday, but it was not. I would not say it was good.
Okay.
I would not say it was good.
Yeah. I would not say it was good, and I will say it was possibly more than bad. But
Orange Cassidy was. Well, anyway, go ahead.
The funniest thing about that 6-man on Dynamite was there's this guy, part of the Aussie Open. His name's like Kyle Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he looked like Andre the Giant next to like everyone on the other side, like Rocky Romero, Orange Cassidy, Trent. This guy was so tall in comparison, and he's like just bumping and being KO'd like Mike Tyson just decked him by Orange Cassidy.
Oh.
That's wonderful. Hey, what about FTR versus the United Empire versus Roppongi Vice for 3-way winner takes all or a Ring of Honor IWGP tag team title match?
What?
What?
Wait. What?
What? A winner take all match for both the Ring of Honor and IWGP World Tag Team titles. FTR versus United Empire versus Roppongi Vice. I'm finish getting through this card, and then I have something to say about this. But Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm for the women's title. Bullet Club, El Fantasmo, and Hiku. How do you say that guy's name? Hikuleo? I can never say it.
Who?
Hikuleo?
Hikuleo, yeah.
And the Young Bucks versus Dudes with Attitudes, which is apparently Darby Allin, Sting, Shingo Takagi, and Hiromu Takahashi.
Isn't Deuce with Attitude Shawn Michaels and Diesel?
It was before that. It was Paul Orndorff and
Paul Orndorff. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Zeus.
Junkyard Dog and
Yep. That's going back. Yeah.
Why is Shingo and Hiromu tagging with Darby and Sting? I don't know.
Because the Atlantic Ocean encompasses China.
That's right.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus a mystery opponent of Daniel Bryan's or Bryan Danielson, whatever his choice, which is apparently they're gonna be the newest member of whatever that was.
If it was Bryan Danielson himself against Zack Sabre Jr., that would have been interesting.
There's a lot of talk because Bryan Danielson like hyped up who this mystery person was going to be a lot. So a lot of people are going Cesaro. It's going to be Cesaro. It's going to be Claudio.
Yeah.
But some people are saying more realistically, it's going to be either Jonathan Gresham or possibly Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano.
I don't know. I could see it being Jonathan Gresham, but I feel like anyone other than Claudio / Cesaro is going to be like kind of a letdown for some of the people online. But yeah, then there's dark matches, but that stuff's not important. Swerve and Keith Lee versus Desperado and Kanemaru. That's on the pre-show.
Hold on. Time out. You mean to tell me they put Keith Lee, Swerve, and Desperado and Kanemaru on a pre-show?
Yes. So if you want to watch it on YouTube or whatever, it'll be on YouTube. Also on the YouTube, the QT Marshall and Aaron Solo versus Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi.
Oh.
Goto is a YouTube dark matcher now. And then you got Billy Gunn, Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, and Max Caster versus Yuya Umara, Alex Coughlin, the DKC, and Kevin Knight. I don't know who Alex.
That's all New Japan Strong guys, right?
Who's the DKC and who is Kevin Knight? No one. Anyone?
No, I don't know. Bueller?
No.
So I've seen a lot of. I think this is one of the first times you really see AEW fans' loyalties being tested is this show, because I've seen a fair amount of talk online of some AEW fans just not being into this, like the build up to this show or this like lineup.
Well, it just goes to show you. Well, at least to me, it goes to shows me that a lot of AEW fans don't watch New Japan. Or don't care to, I should say. They're probably aware of it and know everybody, but they just don't care to watch it.
I don't know. It's so weird because a lot of them did watch it. A lot of them did know all
that
stuff.
Yeah. Because if you saw Okada's reaction, the fans were going nuts.
Oh yeah, the fans were, and in the arena, the fans were nuts.
Yeah, nuts. Yeah, they were like Okada. They were chanting his name and shit, as they should, because he's gone.
I even saw Angie she said I saw her post something about being on the fence if she was going to get the pay-per-view or not, and that seems strange because it seemed like she gets every pay-per-view.
Every pay-per-view, yeah. How much is this monstrosity?
I have no idea.
I mean, it's probably $50 like the rest of them, isn't it?
It's probably $49 too much I'm willing to pay. If it's $50, it's $49 too much I'm willing to pay.
Yeah.
But I can't. I didn't watch any wrestling for 2.5 weeks.
And you were better for it, weren't you?
Yes, I have to deal with it. I shut down. I just, and then as soon as I come back, what's the first thing I see? Okada in sweatpants. I was like, poof! That was a punch in the gut, you know.
Mick Foley starter kit.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It was a Mick Foley starter kit. He came out with sweatpants, sneakers, and a beat up T-shirt from Kmart.
James, you need to make a T-shirt of just sweatpants and a T-shirt and put.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man! You're gonna wear a T-shirt. If you're gonna do that, at least wear your own. You know, Rainmaker or some shit. No, you know, some fucking generic shit from Kmart.
I mean, they do make New Japan tracksuits. I mean.
Yeah, they got nice shit. You know what I'm saying? And are you gonna come out like that?
He should have come out in one of those red ones, you know.
Yeah, those shits are hot. Or the one with the baseball shirts. Remember the baseball shirt ones?
Yeah.
Those were nice, you know. No, he comes out with some fucking Kmart T-shirt and some Target sweatpants.
Yeah.
No. Fucking champion sneakers. But come on, man, what are you doing? You're Kazuchika Okada. Like, hello. And then he stands in the ring like that was poorly rehearsed. I don't know who rehearsed this or who booked that, but that whole segment, it looked like it was bad, Pedro. I mean, those forearms were ugly.
But I'm saying, you think they rehearsed this? They're just like, let's just wing it. I mean, they've been in the ring against each other before, so it's
a billion times. I know. but if they wing it, looked like shit. It looked horrible because Okada looked like he didn't know who to hit.
Possibly that was true.
He was like, "Who do I punch?" You know, I was like, the only thing that looked halfway decent was the attempted Rainmaker on Jay White. And then he was about to do the Rainmaker, and then Jay White got out of it. That looked almost, okay. Everything else looked like one big cluster. It was like, let's do-si-do your partner. I mean, that's what it looked like. Everybody should look like a fighting partner they can dance with. I was like, who am I? Okay, we can dance with me. You want to dance with you? You want to dance with me? No, I'll dance with him. Okay, let's dance.
Imagine a square dancing class, and there's like a super a New Japan fan, and they on habit, like without thinking, they do the Rainmaker on one of the dance partner.
I felt like giving Tony Khan a Rainmaker after that. I was like, that was horrible.
I'm sure he probably he probably gets his own Rainmaker, when with the he gets loaded up.
Then you have Moxley and fucking Tanahashi just like staring at each other, making googly eyes. Like, are you like really
making these faces? Mad dog.
Why is it the Moxley that was in? Why is it when Moxley wrestled in New Japan way different than the Moxley that's wrestling in AEW?
Well, what I said in the past, like when he left WWE and he showed up in New Japan, like from when he showed up, he had that really good match against Juice Robinson.
Yeah,
like that through his performances in the G1. Okay, that was like the best Moxley right there. Once AEW was like full time, like on television onwards, he's been the Moxley you have now. So like fall of 2019 to the present, he's been this goofy bullshit Moxley. So
where's Nikita Koloff when you need him?
He's out preaching or something.
Yeah, Shitoata.
Can you imagine if part of his preaching gimmick was he gave people like the sickle?
Oh, the Russian sickle? Yeah.
Like when the evangelists will they'll do the things where the people are falling over in droves and stuff, like from the healing power. Imagine he gives them a healing sickle. whole like row of people like fall over. Oh.
He'll be a real preacher. He would give somebody to recite. He would give somebody the Russian sickle, decapitate him, and then a new head would grow in his place. That would be hot. Then I'd be impressed. Shatoata.
I mean, what's been more underwhelming, the wrestling or like the latest step up draft in New Japan?
Oh, that's
All the event drafts been crap.
actually all the
Yeah.
event drafts have been brutal. I've gotten nothing, and I mean nothing.
I'm doing a
Yeah.
rare draft at the moment.
Yeah, I'm sitting on a bunch of stones, just waiting for
Oh, yeah.
for a good one, because all the
Crap.
those last three, there's no light effects on them, so you know they're all going to end up in
Mhm.
Yeah,
the rare thing. You know,
I think I got one Tashi Ishimori card that looked nice that people wanted, but other than that, I ain't got dick. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, I saw that Jay White one you got.
Yeah, that's a nice card.
So that's another thing. If I can't, you know, draft stuff that I want and draft stuff that, you know, I can trade,
Exactly.
I'm not drafting.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you know,
That's
and
the point.
it was really hard not to draft anything out of that last that one that had you know, Desperado and Doki and Kanemaru all in the same draft. You know, I had a 3 out of 5 chance of getting one of them. You know, it's that. But
I think I drafted in that draft and got dick.
did you? Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing but 2s and 3s.
Let's see. So I didn't get anything cool, but I do have 258 stones at the moment.
Jesus, I can't even get 28. How the hell you get 258?
We haven't been drafting. You know? I'm sitting on a little over 200, about 210 or so on each one.
Nice.
Of mine. So.
And then I haven't watched. And then I haven't watched NXT. I haven't watched WWE. You know, I was telling Pedro in the pre-show that at the Yankee Astro game last night, and about 8:15, I thought about switching to SmackDown just to see what's going on. And I thought better of it, and I didn't switch, so that was good.
Yeah.
Because I heard, I read this morning that the show was.
I haven't heard anything about it. What happened?
No, I just heard it was. I heard that it was just it was nothing to write home about. It was just Well, Lacey Evans and Raquel Gonzalez are now a tag team. Is that the thing now?
Seems weird.
Do what?
Yeah.
Now? I didn't catch it. What was it?
Lacey Evans and Raquel Gonzalez are now a tag team, apparently.
Oh, man.
Or they're in each other's corners now for matches. I'm like, what? Like, I don't get that. You know? Don't you need a viable contender to go after Ronda Rousey's strap, right?
I mean,
did you see where they her, Rousey and Natty were jabbing each other on Twitter, like literally, like.
Oh yeah.
They've been saying some stuff, and then like Ronda Rousey said something about her, getting jabbed from all the Botox. Surprised she can talk, and then Natty says, I get jabbed in the face because I want to. You get jabbed in the face because you can't keep your hands up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that is. I read that on last night's SmackDown. Apparently, Natty dressed up like Ronda Rousey and went to the ring with a baby carriage and threw a baby carriage at Rousey.
To what now?
Apparently, Natalya dressed up as Ronda Rousey. She's a cosplayer of Ronda Rousey, but she put a baby carriage to the ring. She was pushing a baby carriage. So apparently, that's supposed to represent her kid. It's supposed to represent Rousey's kid. Rousey came to the ring and was like, trying to cut a promo, and I read that Natalya picked up the baby carriage and threw it at her. I'm like, wow.
My goodness.
This is exciting, action. What?
Oh, Brian Bell said you missed the Elias concert on Raw. For shame.
What? Oh.
I watched it on YouTube. It was a funny segment. I will say that it was a funny segment. But
I'm sorry, Brian. I missed Giants. I miss Heel Bailey.
So James,
Yes.
you know, I will poo-poo watching movies if they're too long.
Yes.
Okay. So, what if I told you in this past week I watched a movie from India that was 3 hours and 5 minutes long?
I will drop kick you in your neck because you give me so much shit about everything, okay?
I think you deserve that one, Pedro.
Yeah, I mean, you give me shit about Justice League, everything, and you watched a 3 hour, 5 minute movie from India?
Yeah, it took me nearly 6 hours to finish the movie because
I should put you in a fucking figure 4. You know that, right? Oh my God.
I watched this movie called RRR. Like, that's the title. The RRR. Have y'all heard of this movie?
No.
No, we haven't heard of this movie.
Hey, Zeus! Zeus!
No. Oh, no,
Zeus, how much shit did he gave us about 3 hour movies?
Hold on now. Zeus, this movie's been a lot of people been talking about this movie on social media the past 2 weeks or so. So it's not
we ain't
unheard
talked
of.
about it.
We ain't talking about we talking about R, but I don't talk about STUV. I mean, come on. No.
What R? If you want to see like the most over the top like action movie you can like imagine, but with like a big song and dance sequence in the middle and at the end and just weird stuff, you should check it out. It's on Netflix.
And yet I can't watch you. And yet I can't get you to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I know. Still haven't watched that, but yeah. I
haven't watched Justice League again, so.
Yeah.
I understand when I'm not watching it again, but at least give it one shot, and then break it up to you in chapters so you can stop it.
Oh, that's true. Y'all do keep telling me that.
Yeah. Pedro, unbelievable.
And then what else? I saw a 2-hour Indian movie from.
So hold on, 5 hours of Indian, but not one Zack Snyder Justice League. That's amazing. A 2-hour AEW show, but no Zack Snyder.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about the AEW show.
Fucking Pedro.
Although I mean, let's not insult the Indian cinema by grouping.
Well, that's true. That is true. My bad.
Come on now.
My bad.
But I do think if you want to see like just the most over the top like ridiculous kind of action thing, you should check out RRR on Netflix.
You want to see over the top ridiculousness? This is why Peter Jackson's dead alive.
Dro better never complain about having no free time again. That's true.
I'm saying, Brian, right? I'm saying he's the bitch me out. Oh, how can you watch a movie? I can't watch a movie unless it's 90 minutes long. That's it. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh my God. Fucking painful.
I'm trying to think what else I've seen the last 3 weeks since we last were on. Because I've seen Stephanie and I watched a number of things. We finished
anything good?
Anything
really good?
We finished the Jinx. I know most people saw that years ago, but we just finally finished watched it. The Jinx, Robert Durst. Did you ever see that?
No.
It's a HBO docu series about Robert Durst.
No, I've never seen that.
James, watch it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
You will freaking love it.
Okay.
I mean,
I watched some
famous New York family, murder, all kind of
stuff.
Yeah,
I know the story. I just never watched the show. Yeah. I watched the thing on the multiple marriages shit.
We watched that too. We watched that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was some shit.
That was crazy. Yeah. The Keep Sweet.
Yeah.
Pray and Obey.
Yeah, I was like, okay, easy. My man. Hey, how old were you when you got married? 14? What?
Oh, he was getting younger than that. The one guy was going younger than that.
That's some shit, man.
I know.
I think I
And he had like
remember.
17 wives at one point, some shit like that.
Jesus,
What was it, Zeus? What?
that's crazy. I was just gonna say, I remember, uh, this couple in high school. They were gonna run down to South Carolina and get married at 15.
Oh
Jesus.
wow.
They didn't. They didn't, but they were gonna. They were really, everybody. Like sometimes, when everybody's so against you, that it just makes you want to do it that much more.
Hey, Zeus, one of the 15-year-old girls on that show had a third kid by the time she was 15.
Oh my god! What, are they
Yeah, I'm
Mormon?
telling you, it's crazy. It's like some crazy fundamentalist Mormonism. It's way out there,
Well,
way out there.
I mean, it was everyone remembers when the whole raid of that compound was going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Because that was huge news. At least here in Texas, it was.
Yeah.
It was huge news.
Oh yeah, because of Waco. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the
What was
Branch
it?
Davidians or?
No,
Yeah.
no.
What was it called, Pedro? It's called the LDF.
FLDS,
Yeah,
Fundamentalist Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, fundamentalist Latter-day Saints. Fucking, I marry 90 kids. Bullshit. Crazy fucking religion.
Basically, yeah, they married 90 kids. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
It's insane, man. It's insanity. I saw that on a plane ride to New York. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. That's some crazy shit. I'm like, I'll pass.
Let me see what else we watched. I gotta pull them up.
So here's something completely unrelated. So we had a big cookout at my job yesterday, and
food, yes. Talk about food,
right? And they said, hey, we're gonna have burgers and dogs and chicken. So, if everybody wants to bring a side or a dessert, that'd be great. So, so I made a Mexican street corn.
Oh, okay.
And
Zeus be throwing down in the kitchen. I can't lie.
Right. And I just kind of I found a recipe and got the gist of it and just made it myself and then I got some Takis to crush up and put on top and I couldn't believe it, man. I brought like two containers of it and they ate it all.
Oh, wow.
Sloppy bastards.
Right. I was so happy that it went over so well.
Good. And, that's good, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And had to, I cut up a lime. People, can squeeze lime with it. Like one of the guys I hang vinyl with, he was just like, look, if you just want to bring a whole big thing of that, great big, like casserole dish full of that, I'll be glad to take it home. So, yeah, it was really good.
That's awesome.
So people brought all kinds of stuff, and
I got to bring Zeus to the barbecues.
Right?
Zeus, come to the barbecue. Bring some food.
Right. And this one guy, new guy that's hanging vinyl with us, he's not completely vegan, but his wife is, so he eats a lot of vegan stuff.
Yeah.
And he brought this taco dip with a vegan meat substitute. I was like, yeah, a taco with this in it, sure, no problem. It was kind of meaty,
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't juicy or anything, but it was kind of meaty.
Right. Speaking of food, I have to say this. After the past, how long I've been down in Florida? 5, 6 years, 7 years, some shit like that, 6 years of eating Florida pizza. It was refreshing to go up to New York to have real pizza. I walked into a real New York pizza shop in the Village and I got excited.
Ooh.
Well, I would imagine so. I mean,
yeah,
you're back home.
Aroused. I was like, I had like Sicilian, I ate like I was going to the chair. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. On my first visit, because I had pizza the same night I arrived in New York. After I checked into the Arlo Soho, which, by the way, I got to give props to. I got to give a shout out for the rooftop bar. Immaculate. Awesome. The whole place was badass. So I went into Soho, and I sat down in this place that like I used to go to years ago, and I had a middle Sicilian and a corner Sicilian. Inhaled it. Then I had a slice with pepperoni. Inhaled it. Then I had some Zeppelis.
Was that Sicilian thicker or not? Or
thick? Thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, real Sicilian, thick.
Yeah.
Then after the Zeppelis and 2 cans of Diet Coke, I went to my hotel room and passed out for 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
Because I was done.
Right.
Okay, because I've eaten like that, and it was like so good to have real pizza. I was so excited. I was like, at the end of my 2 weeks, they knew me on a first name basis already.
Because you know that this buffalo pizza, this stuff is thick.
Yeah, it's good too. It's good.
But,
it's good.
You know, like for me, I mean, because it's hard to mess up pizza.
Yeah.
So
I mean, really come down to Florida. I'll show you.
You're challenging the universe, Zeus.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I've had bad. Oh shit. Yeah,
easy.
Had bad stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Zeus, you all right over there?
Yeah, I wish that was on video though.
He laid thunder on himself.
He got excited.
I did.
It's a crackle.
That's funny. So all right, so gonna turn the camera on.
Oh. Okay.
So you can see what happened here. All right. So came out here to relax in the sun, and too much.
Holy shit!
I'm too big for this normal sized chair, apparently.
Zeus pulled a Vader. He's breaking rings and shit. Look at him, like, yo, what are you doing, Zeus?
That was the noise you heard.
That's it. Zeus broke the chair.
I broke the chair, and I mean, I broke it good too.
You know, Zeus, I've broken many chairs sitting down on them when I was younger, so I understand.
Hey, Brian Bell, very passionate about pizza. Very passionate about pizza. Okay, yeah. I'm a New Yorker. Pizza is a religion.
It's a little warm, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Yes, that's exactly.
But I was going to throw it.
I'm going to throw it in the recycling.
Zeus is breaking shit. He's fucking lighting things with lightning and striking things with thunder and shit's just breaking.
I'm gonna sit on one in the shade here.
Yeah, don't break it. Okay?
Yeah. I think the combination me and the thing in the sun. I think that was the difficulty there.
By the beard of Odin, Jesus.
Right. Yeah, so nice. The dean of the school came out to check on me.
That's how super famous you are.
That's how super famous the Rhodes Scholar gets the dean. Everybody else gets an RA, but Zeus gets the dean.
He sees Zeus fall from the chair.
He saw Zeus fall. He ran. He was like, "Oh no, I lost my connection to Tanahashi."
Look. He didn't. Look, let's be honest. He didn't see it. He felt my big ass. Felt the chair.
He felt the thunder. That's what he felt.
Strike the ground like an earthquake. I mean, that's what it was.
You were like, what is this? We having a thunderstorm? What? Oh, Zeus.
No. He was like the super famous. Oh no.
No, not Tanahashi's friend.
Scholar.
No. I gotta call Ace.
Since when is Buffalo near a fault line?
No, right? It's Niagara and shit.
Seismic activity.
Oh my God! Zeus is breaking furniture over here. Like, what's going on? And want to know the worst part about that? He broke a chair without even giving anybody a chair shot.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I broke it over my own ass.
Woo!
Hey, another documentary Stephanie and I watched that I think, James, I think you would like this. I think anyone would like this, but it's on
What's that?
Netflix. It's called Tread.
I
It's
saw that. I'm gonna
about the
watch that.
killdozer, about the
Yeah,
bulldozer
I'm
thing.
gonna watch that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that
Oh
shit.
man, yeah,
Is
that
it's good?
is insane. Yeah,
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 it's
it's
good.
insane.
Good.
It's also it's interesting to watch comments about it because
Right.
people fall. You watch it and then don't look it up beforehand. Watch
Right.
watch it, then go read comments about it, and you'll see the crowd either falls one way or another way, and it's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting.
Nice.
What about y'all? Y'all been watching any movies, TV shows?
I was in New York for 2 weeks. I was living my own
Yeah,
movie.
that's true.
You know,
I was at Yankee Stadium. I was on Staten
Oh,
Island. I was in the Bronx. I was in Brooklyn. I was all over the place. I was in Jersey. I was everywhere.
Zeus, what were you
oh, I was
saying?
just, saying that, I was getting that damn course done. That was, through Monday night.
Hmm.
And then, after, I've been just kind of watching most of the same things. I've been, uh, I, I turned off my Netflix, while I was getting that for the last month or so for this, cut down on my distractions to get that course done. And so now I think probably today I'll go back and, turn on Netflix, and I want to watch the Stranger Things season 4. And
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't even got into that yet.
Stephanie and I did watch that. Yeah, the first half of it. Yeah, the
I haven't
second
even
half's
got it.
coming up soon.
oh, good, yeah,
I think
so
July 1st.
yeah,
I like that Netflix show, Working Moms. That's actually shit's good, man. I like that shit. It's funny.
I haven't seen that.
I hadn't even
That's
heard
what
of it.
Ivan Reitman's daughter.
Hmm.
She written and starred in it. It's good. It's all right. It's not bad. Funny stuff. Funny stuff.
Yeah,
Funny
it's
stuff.
just,
But I don't watch any wrestling. No NXT. No NXT UK. No WWE. No New Japan. I haven't watched shit. I ain't even watched thumb wrestling. I haven't done nothing.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah.
here's an interesting thing that just there's that guy Karami that from that Scope Wrestling. He's got that Twitter. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy. And he was talking about Tyree Pride from the '80s. He's from the Bahamas, and he would wrestle in Florida a bunch. And he was like the Caribbean champion, and the like Dusty would take the Florida guys and the PWF guys to like Nassau, and they would do shows there. And
Nice.
I thought that was pretty cool. And I was just like, the whole the way the territories fell apart, really just it was just such a terrible blow, because you had great flavors of things. It's like
Yeah.
because mostly when people think about wrestling from the Caribbean, they thinking about the WWC and all that, ultraviolet
Yeah.
violent stuff.
Yeah.
Carlos Colon and all that shit.
But I mean, I imagine, if Dusty was taking the Florida heavyweight champion down there, and the
Yeah.
the Caribbean champion, and different stuff like that. I mean,
you just brought something up, Zeus. You just brought something else about the territory. So let me pose a question to both of you guys. Okay? Now, the advent of cable, if Vince McMahon didn't do what he did, Do you think the territories would been able to still survive in the cable era? Yeah, because then everybody could have seen everyone, so you couldn't pull the same shit as you did in the old days.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
so
yeah. If well, the thing is, I would have loved to have seen it. You know, you would just need
right,
to have made, like, instead of Crockett, um, uh, you know, and that was part of the problem too, was that I mean, part of the problem where, like, with the UWF Mid South is the economy went into the shitter in Louisiana and their attendance went way down.
right.
You know, so um, so there was stuff that was just kind of, you know, there were things that were just kind of beyond the control of wrestling. So, you kind of still had to keep the hot areas hot, but how hard would it have been to keep, Florida hot? I mean, it's not like they weren't running events as WCW in there, in that area.
Mm.
I
Right,
mean,
right.
so, but I mean, yeah, ideally the National Wrestling Alliance could have continued to function.
I would have liked to see it in the cable era because it would have been interesting to see all these different territories where everybody was able to have a chance to see it. You know?
Right, but
You know?
the once again, see, here's the problem with the National Wrestling Alliance is it's not it's a board of people. It's not a promotion.
Right,
That
right,
was that was
right.
the issue, is because
That was the
they,
issue. Right, yeah.
yeah, because after
And
them,
Crockett controlled the champion. He controlled Flair.
well, yeah, I mean, but that really wasn't it. It was the fact that once they went to become WCW, the NWA still, began acting on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And it just became, that was their, the big death to me, is just that
That
they
and
never.
Crockett trying to expand, I think that fucked up too.
No, that wasn't
No?
it. The if Crockett had just kept the other places going, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
Right.
right.
Just, because, like,
I mean, he had all the talent. I mean, he had the talent. I mean, he had a roster and a half.
right, and the thing was, is if you'd have just kept, like just say for Florida, like if you'd have kept, people down there in Florida,
Yeah.
the mainstay guys who, guys like maybe like a Rip Oliver, or I mean a Rip Rogers, guys that just aren't going to get over with what you're doing trying to compete against WWF.
Right.
You keep those guys who can still talk on the mic and still, make people mad and
A
whatever.
Ron Bass. Right, right.
Right, stuff like that. I mean, you could keep that going and then bring in, you could bring in the Steiners for a couple of, for a couple of appearances here and there, and they could have done it, but I mean, they also spent Crockett spent too much money in the 80s too,
Mm.
So I think it was possible. It was possible. It just didn't happen, because, like I said, I mean, the NWA was its own entity, and it,
Right.
they honestly, they didn't realize that they weren't what they used to be, and that they were too big for their own britches. I mean, it's taken forever, for them to get any momentum, and then they lost that again, and now they're trying to build it up, and
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess.
and I hate, I've always hated, retcons, where people change history or whatever, and
Yeah.
the fact that the NWA is like, now they're saying, oh, there's never been an actual NWA World Tag Team Champions until 92.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I can't.
Right?
See, I can't. That pisses me off.
right?
You
And
know?
it's like you're trying to tell me that the Mid Atlantic, the World Tag Team title that came out of Mid Atlantic did not become the NWA World Tag Team titles.
Right.
That's exactly what it became. Right. It's exactly what it became.
Right.
We all watched it develop.
Right, because it became the de facto
Right.
World Tag Team Champions of the National Wrestling Alliance because nobody else had a World Tag Team Champions by the time that the 80s really got in
Right.
full swing.
Mhm.
There other people had U.S. Tag Team titles, National Tag Team titles,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Their own regional or state titles, but they nobody else had a World Tag Team title, and in it was 85 or 86, and the NWA president Bob Geigel appeared on NWA Worldwide or whatever it was, or Mid Atlantic or whatever, to award the Rock and Roll Express a special edition, because they were the NWA World Tag Team Champions. Don't tell me that they weren't.
That's
How
right.
do you go back and say they weren't?
I know. See, I want to punch somebody. See, you should have booked the chair over that person. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't know what they're talking about. I hate when people do that shit. Oh, but this didn't exist. Yes, it did. I watched it. How you gonna tell me it did? Come in. I mean, all three of us watched the NWA World Tag Team Championships. We watched it, grow.
Right, and I know it's smarts because
you're absolutely right. It all came from the Mid Atlantic.
Well, yeah, I mean, other people, there may have been other ones that were floating around, but they all disappeared by the time, everybody was recognizing it in the 80s. But and I know it probably smarts the Billy and everybody now because, the fact that, Vince owns all that footage.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a shame because he's never going to release it or anything.
Right, but I'm saying it's like, don't be mad at that because you guys weren't around to help out or anything with it back when it was all getting bought out in 2000 or whatever. Just you just gotta move on. I mean, you can still talk about it. It's not like you're saying that but whatever. It's just it just boggles my mind.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. It's it's
you're saying that, and now you're using the old U.S. title design for the national belt.
Right.
Yeah, right, exactly, Oh, wrestling sucks.
It's not worth watching, in my opinion. At the moment.
I still can't believe you sat there and watched the full 2-hour fucking Dynamite, Pedro.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Let me see if I can find notes on it.
I hate that I'm not going to see Hiromu in Charlotte. I would definitely go just for that.
They're all going to wrestle in Charlotte, aren't they?
I don't know if they're all gonna, but I mean, Hiromu's definitely he's the biggest name on the card so far.
Is it a strong show or is it a regular New Japan?
No, it's a strong show.
Oh, okay, it's a strong show.
Clark Connors and those guys are going to be on there, but
right. I'm surprised you guys up in Buffalo not getting any shows up there because Buffalo used to be a hotspot for a lot of shows. Used to go up there back in the day.
Yeah. Apparently, if I'm not mistaken, New Japan came to Rochester. One of those recent, ones before COVID.
Right.
And that's only about an hour and a half away from here. I would, for the right people,
Yeah, you go. Yeah.
I would double mask and glove up and go.
Yeah, especially if Despy's on the card.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll wear a hazmat suit if I have to. But
as long as Despy's not wearing sweatpants, we're good.
Well, I mean, he's already made his AEW debut, didn't he?
Oh no, we're
Desperados.
talking about if
Okay.
New Japan Strong or New
Right.
Japan
Came
Yeah.
to
come
Buffalo.
They
close
came
here.
up to Rochester or Buffalo,
Rochester.
around there. Yeah.
But and also AEW has been to Rochester.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And Syracuse too, right? They went up to Syracuse.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking through my notes on this. Oh, it said Danielson hyping up Forbidden Door and next week's Blood and Guts. Though I laugh, AEW does hardcore bloody stuff on a nearly weekly basis. Oh yeah, Daniel Bryan said something like, he put over this Blood and Guts show as if it's a very rare occasion that AEW has like blood and
What are you
violence.
talking
on
about?
the
Every
show.
other week's a gimmick match.
I know.
Blood everywhere.
I know that's what was funny about it.
Yeah, they could be AGW, all gimmick wrestling.
Yeah, there you go. Is
What,
he legitimately hurt?
seems that way, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Did y'all hear about Zack Sabre Jr.?
No,
his
what
deal?
happened?
So Daniel Bryan did this long promo hyping up the thing, saying he couldn't be at this deal, but he hyped up his replacement. And then he said this deal like, hey, I came from the Hill tunnel. I'm not going to tell you who it is. You're going to have to wait to see, and blah, blah. And so then they're playing his music, and then his music gets cut off, and Zack Sabre Jr.'s music comes out, plays, and then Zack Sabre Jr. walks out in like just regular clothes onto the entrance ramp, and he just kind of talks from the entrance ramp. He's not with a microphone or anything. He's just kind of talking, and then they cut to the commentators. Like, you barely see Zack Sabre Jr. for like maybe 10
See, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. What are you doing? Part of Gumby's charm, okay, is you stick a mic.
Yeah,
exactly. Part of his charm is give him a live mic so you can make fun of the way he talks. That's part of it. His fucking elitist attitude. That's the whole gimmick. That's the shtick. Oh, it would have been perfect if you had no soul fucking grind.
Right, the "I'm better than you are" attitude.
Right. That's his whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Did y'all know that Orange Cassidy's theme song is now like a Pixie song?
I don't care.
Like that, they put the money to get a Pixie song, and I was thinking, like, how many of this audience even knows who the Pixies are? Like, I found that. I don't know.
They don't know. That's just $20. They can't even spell Okada. Come on.
Look, in the middle of that 6-man match, the one with Orange Cassidy and Trent and Rocky Romero versus Ospreay and Aussie Open.
Yeah.
I said, I don't think I like wrestling anymore. The matches just look like dumb routine stuff. OC got the win via his Superman punch. Rolls eyes. Great O'Con and Jeff Cobb showed up. United Empire were going to give OC and Trent Romero a beatdown, but then a fart ran down to the ring to chase them off.
They chased off. Hold on, time out.
Yeah,
they chased off United Empire.
Yes,
fart. One fart. One fart.
Yeah.
Not even both farts.
One. No, I
first
think
of all,
I think it was both
Jeff
of
Cobb
them.
could take out
I
half
think
the
it was
locker room
both
by
of
himself.
them.
But still, again,
first of all,
Jeff
Cobb could take out half the locker room by himself.
I know.
Oh my God! See, this is what I'm talking about. This shit makes no sense. All right, forget it. I digress.
Christian Cage did some things explaining why he turned on Jungle Boy, and they did some. He said some deal about.
Oh God, yeah, he said his dad is dead, and he'd be ashamed
yeah.
if he
what?
wasn't.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. He said his dad is dead.
Christian said that Jungle Boy's mom.
Oh my God!
Had the hots for him. But he doesn't want to become Jungle Boy's dad because Jungle Boy had a dad and his dad is dead.
Are you going to talk about Luke Perry like that?
Yeah, and he would be ashamed of him if he was still alive.
Yeah. And then Luchasaurus came out.
I'm like, damn.
There's no line anymore, is there?
Luchasaurus came out and he choked Christian, and Christian took forever to say, you're hurting me, you're like a son to me, and Luchasaurus let him go and they walked to the back. It was some dumb bullshit.
You remember the whole thing with Big Show's dad dying and the
Oh yeah,
Big Boss Man, right,
boss
yeah,
man
right.
dragged his coffin out or something, right?
yeah.
I remember that shit. How is Show all right with that? Like, yeah, come on, fuck it.
It's wrestling. Everyone seems to be okay with anything in wrestling.
It's I don't I guess they'll turn anything into an angle, won't they? Jesus.
Malachi Black versus Pentagon. That was just a bunch of nothing.
I mean,
Malachi
I have no
Black won.
I mean, I have no filter, but Jesus, I mean, even I would be like, let's leave the dead people alone, you know?
Dead people.
You want a storyline? How about we bring in the traveling whore? Okay, but not dead people. Oh.
That would be a pretty dead story too.
Oh. Tony Storm and Marina Shafir had this match, and the match was terrible. That's not a surprise. That part's not surprising, but
that's not what surprised.
Yeah,
but what was surprising was there were points where the crowd was just freaking out.
Over what?
Well, yeah, nothing was happening. Like there's one point Shafir had Tony Storm in a headlock, and the crowd was like just, and I was like I would think it's piped in. I would think it's piped in, but I can see them. I can see them moving and on their feet, and I'm like, what are they on their feet for? Like
they really are pre-programmed to accept and enjoy all the mediocrity that's seen in front of them.
There was one point. Tony Storm was like outside the ring, and she's crawling on all fours, like on the floor outside the ring, and the crowd started like popping. And I was like, are they popping because she's crawling on all fours outside the ring? Like I was legitimately confused. Like, why is this pop happening?
Did the hot dog vendor take a bump? Like what? Oh my God. I wish we had a magic portal so we could transport these people back in time and just bring them to a Starcade show at the Greensboro Coliseum and let them watch wrestling for 2 hours. Their heads would explode.
Yeah.
Explode like poof, done. Or you know what? Transport them back in time to world class. You know what? Or even better, if they want hardcore, put them in the ECW arena in the late 90s.
They're not.
Oops, their head would explode.
Maybe for the ECW they might cheer, but if you showed them, if you put them to like a world class or something, they're just
they would go nuts. Pedro, they've never seen anything like world class. Come on.
No, they would be like, where's the Destroyers? Where's the where's the plancha? Where's the this? Where's the
Hey, you want to know something funny? So after that Christian interview promo, Bubba Ray Dudley has the nerve to tweet out, "Do you think the Christian went too far?" I'm like going,
that is the pot calling the kettle extremely black.
Why are you asking other people? You're the damn magna cum laude of.
Yeah, you're the ringleader of it all. You know, hello.
With honors of taking shit too far.
I'm saying.
Damn.
He's the last person. You
told a girl that her mom taught her oral sex.
Yeah, you putting it politely.
On live pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
And spit on her.
Yeah.
Spit on her.
A loogie too, not just spit. He went Iron Shista hot too. You know, like that.
And all those Joel Gertner limericks. In Florida talking about Daisy Duke and Donald Duck having. Oh my God!
And he's got some balls saying that. Went too far. Wow.
That's
really?
It's pretty funny. I'm like, why don't you tell us what you think?
Yeah. Okay. Jeez. Yeah. That guy.
Yes.
He should just stay quiet and you know what? He should just live his life happy. Him and his whore.
No, he was helping do commentary at the NWA paper.
I read that. Is he really doing that?
Well, he did it for one show at least, so it might have been like a tryout.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know if they can do anything good at this point.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they put the title back on Trevor Murdoch in these last 3 weeks, so I mean, there's
I
nothing.
mean,
It's
why?
But yeah, it's like, oh, by
legitimate.
the way, the Road Warriors weren't really the NWA World Tag Team Champion, but
Stop.
this guy is a two-time
Stop.
NWA World Champion.
Stop. 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 Shut up. Stop. That's it.
Let's look,
I'm
look at
done.
you know, history is not your friend.
Oh my God. Oh,
Oh, here was another interesting thing.
Zeus, you're killing me.
Right. So somebody asked like you know, like where you would rate Gordy and Williams as a tag team all time.
Oh, I saw that on your Twitter feed. Yeah. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. So, you know,
You said something like top 25, right?
Yeah. I mean, pretty, you know, somewhere maybe around it. I mean, I would have to really plot it out, but I mean, they you know, their major run together was only like 3.5 years.
Yeah, but okay, they were bigger in All Japan. They were huge.
Right, but I mean, it's still. I mean, they're the majority that whole run.
Right.
In All Japan and WCW, that was all just like 3.5, less
3.5
than
years, really? Yeah. But
Yeah.
they were great. But they were massive, though, man.
Yeah, and I mean, and they did incredibly high level things. You know, I mean, they you know, they went from All Japan to WCW, they didn't have a, you know, WCW hadn't had a working agreement with All Japan. You know, but everything is kind of, you know, back then everybody knew that, you know, Baba was gonna, you know, kind of have to okay everything because all those guys respected whatever he, you know, asked of them.
Yeah, so many people were loyal to Baba too back then, you know.
Right, and so you had the de facto top Gaijin team of All Japan ended up feuding with the top Gaijin team of New Japan, the Steiner brothers in WCW.
In WCW, that's right. That's right.
You know,
So it's good memory. Yeah.
And they came across and they beat them. So
yeah. But I have no problem with you saying that they're top 25. Absolutely,
right.
absolutely, definitely. As a matter of fact, the only thing that stops them from getting a little higher rank is longevity, because they only, you know, there was a short run.
Yeah, and I mean, like overall, like the first time that they teamed together was like 1986 in Crockett.
Wow, you know, really? Was that long ago? No, yeah. Really?
Yep. But it was really short. They were only together for like some house shows and stuff, and you know, I think they both kind of left. You know, so and I think Williams was like, you know, gearing up to, you know, win the UWF title. So, you know,
I was gonna say, because I thought they got together after his UWF run.
Right, that was, yeah.
Right, yeah.
But that wasn't the. I mean, he was still in Mid-South.
That wasn't the initial, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was floating around, you know, and then they lost to the Eliminators in '96.
Total elimination.
So
I used to love the Eliminators. They were awesome.
You remember marking out for moves like that, like
hard, Pedro, hard. And you know, I think that made it more spectacular for Joey Styles, because he sold so hard.
Yeah.
You know, oh my God, total elimination.
You know, they had all the right pieces at the right moments.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
I mean, you know, Joey didn't need anybody to talk with him. You know, I mean, he was able to carry his show on his own. You know, he had that high energy level. You know, he was great at it.
Oh, hey, a little. This wasn't a big story, but Kushida's back in New Japan.
Yeah, I read that this morning. Yeah. Is he still doing his time gimmick or no?
I don't know, but he did say anybody saying that he was going to join Bullet Club was a lie. He said he actually called it fake news.
Kushida, that's hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, that adds some more depth to the
okay.
juniors.
Yeah, he'd be a good addition to that. You know,
Yeah.
absolutely. He needed to leave NXT, man. He was done with it. You know.
I mean,
Yeah.
we all kind of knew that this was probably going to happen, but I
Yeah.
mean, he wanted to try. He got to come and live in America for a while, and apparently he's going to stay in America. He's gonna move to LA and work with the dojo guys primarily, and then
Nice.
fly to Japan
Nice.
for
Oh, wow.
cards. So
I said
you
the
know,
worst one who had the worst run in WWE out of all the New Japan guys had to be Kenta.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, all the injuries.
Yeah, and then he just never got over. Never.
Well, yeah. I mean, he never could because of all the
Yeah.
injuries.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Any momentum he could build always got cut off because of injuries. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
I mean,
And I think the biggest guy who got over from New Japan was fucking Shinsuke Nakamura.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Pedro. So Pedro, where would you place Gordy Williams in history? Above or below 25?
I mean, I have to think like who do I consider the top like 25 teams and things like that. Like there's so many things.
But I mean, spitballing it. Do you think that their time together puts them in the top 25 or outside?
I mean, I would
Personally,
say
I think it does. But go ahead, Pedro.
it would be somewhere in the 25, 30, 40 range. It'd be somewhere in there. I feel
Okay.
safely. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to say specifically,
Right.
Well, that's why I was just kind of using it as a bar,
I know it can be annoying with me, but I start thinking about in terms of academic process. So it's just like there's so many things I have to start considering, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to say, I don't know.
Because I mean, like, the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart and Jimmy Anvil Neidhart weren't together, but about
right
4 or 5 years.
Right. But they made such an impact. It's just like they did in All Japan,
Yeah, it's true.
So,
I mean, yeah, I could see them top 25. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's not just the stuff in All Japan. It's also the stuff they did in WCW.
Yeah.
And I mean, they just that was they were there for the the right point, the perfect storm, and it was all the stuff that Watts was having to deal with, where he's being told to cut payroll, and it just everything it's kind of weird how how all that was panning out at the time. It's like you want to be successful and have a great show, but you don't want to pay anybody. Okay.
Right.
Hey, Brian Bell, I'm gonna put that. That's a good question.
What do you all think of Pat McAfee? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
what?
I'll put it to you like this: Pat McAfee is better than Rey Mysterio Jr. So that should tell you a lot right there. Number one, he's better on the stick. He's got personality. He could cut a promo, and he can actually wrestle.
I've watched about 5 minutes of Pat McAfee, so
in terms of commentators and in terms of talking, I mean, he's got so much charisma and stuff. He's James. You remember that stuff he did in NXT? He was such an Afro Hill.
Yeah, he was awesome. And not for nothing, but his match with Adam Cole in NXT was actually good.
Yeah, his in-ring stuff as a special attraction novelty is always surprising, right? If he had to do it all the time, I feel like the opinion would come down quickly. But
because you get exposed.
As a special attraction novelty thing, it's he's used well. Yes.
Yeah, because he's supposed to fight Baron Corbin now in SummerSlam, some shit like that.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on.
Neither do I. I just read that this morning. But I think Pat McAfee's all right. I like him a hell of a lot better than Rey Mysterio fucking Jr. with the surfboard body. Get the hell out of here.
I know who you like better than both of them, James.
Oh, here we go.
Dominic.
Yes, Dominic. Yeah, I said Dominic. That's what I kept saying. Rey Mysterio, Dominic.
The Dominator, Dominic Mysterio.
The Dominic Mysterio. That's who I meant. Thank you. I'm so blown with that.
You know, I hear Dominic is in the running for the Kendall Windham Human Earthworm Award this year.
Oh, that guy, man. That guy. You know what? I don't know who's worse, him or Kendall Williams. As a matter of fact, I would love to see a match between the two. Two matchsticks bumping heads in the night. Brutal.
Yep.
They suck. I mean, Kendall Williams was brutal. Oh,
He was a lot better than some now. I mean, he's better than Angel.
he was.
Flues.
Oh,
welcome, Flues.
Flues, what's going on?
You'd have to watch
in the last 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You'd have to watch WWE to find out if McAfee's any good. That's I encourage everyone, go watch movies or TV or play some music, listen to some albums you never heard before.
Make some artwork.
Yeah, or yeah.
If you'd like a detailed outline on how to make a comic book, let me know, because I still have that in my Microsoft Word documents.
Oh, all of that is better than watching today's product.
Hold on.
First Zeus, now Pedro. What the hell's going on over here? Hello?
Okay.
Is everything all right over there? Ground control to Major Tom. Hello?
Sorry, my speaker with the headphone and stuff connected to it fell off the desk. So
Zeus is breaking chairs, Pedro's breaking speakers. What's going on over here? 3 weeks away, and look at this.
We're in shambles.
We're in shambles. It's like an AEW pay-per-view. Huh? What? Oh, I'm sorry. I said that out loud about that.
But yeah, there are so many things. There are so many things people can be doing. Go read some old comics. Go read some manga. Go do stuff. Go
for a walk in the park. Enjoy the weather. How about that?
Enjoy a good pizza somewhere.
Enjoy a good slice of pizza. Don't watch wrestling. It's horrible.
Spend time with your loved one. Something.
Go adopt a puppy. Feed a pigeon.
There you go.
So many better things to do than spend time on wrestling.
That's awesome. Can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Yeah, it might be that time of year again where we we may have to start compiling some tag team.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Because this is getting brutal.
Oh, and we our usual escape from some of this stuff in the summer, the shark stuff. Apparently, AEW is going to be invading Shark Week.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah. So
that'll
be something.
I can't even watch Shark Week
without seeing a bunch of geeks on it. Yeah.
Only way I will watch that if I can see Jaws eat Orange Cassidy. Then I'll be happy.
Yeah, that would be nice.
What?
Yeah.
Zeus, didn't you show us something that they're planning some kind of gimmick match around Shark Week?
I don't know, but they said there's already been shit that's been filmed.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's from Discovery. I put that in the group.
Oh my! Oh.
Yeah.
I've been trying to think, what could this gimmick match involving Shark Week even be?
I mean, somebody could be in a shark tank suspended over the ring, or
Orange Cassidy versus Shark Boy
we lost
in a fucking above ground pool.
We lost our super famous.
Zeus gone?
I'm sure he'll be back. I'm sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What next? This is horrible. I'm done.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
We're done. I can't anymore. I refuse.
Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
just go.
I really do think there's lots of things people can do other than watch wrestling.
I'm gonna watch the Yankee game in about 25 minutes. So the hell with
There
that.
you go. There you go. So hey, thanks to Brian Bell and Fluz for hanging out in the chat room.
Double B, Brian Bell and Flus. Awesome.
Thanks everyone. Who may listen later or may not listen. Whatever. Everyone.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Here's Zeus. Zeus is back. Whoa.
Zeus, you're back.
Yeah. So I hit the wrong button apparently, but no, it's it's like the David Phelps thing. They're not going to really have any shark have them in the with dangerous sharks around.
I told Pedro that the only way I'll watch that if it's Shark Boy versus Orange Cassidy in an above ground pool, 3 feet of water, bam, and 2 sharks.
You toss Orange Cassidy in there with a great white shark and a pork chop tied around his neck, I'll watch it.
Jabba Joe versus Orange Cassidy.
When Orange Cassidy is featured all over the Shark Week stuff, I'm going to glare at both of you. Just putting this out there.
Hey, Pedro, it's already been done. They're not getting ideas from it. It's already in the can.
This is true.
That's right. That's right. It's already in the can. That's it. Can you imagine? Oh,
this is true. Okay, you're spared. You're spared my glare, whatever that does. But hey,
go to a baseball game.
Yeah, go watch some baseball. Well, let's see. Flu says what I learned from Lucha Underground is that wrestling is better with an off season and fewer episodes. Yeah.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Oh, and then also let's go Avs. Let's get the
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. So I'm pretty stoked about that. They're one win away.
Be Tampa Bay. I don't like the Lightning Zeus at all. So just fucking take care of that for me, okay?
Yeah, I can break out my old jerseys with pride up here.
There you go. Yeah, because I'm a Ranger fan, so I had to deal with this shit.
Yeah,
y'all lost. Yeah, that was brutal too. That was ugly.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
I was in New York when they lost. It was horrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, well, everyone take care. We'll catch you all next week, God willing, and adieu.
Have a safe and peaceful weekend. Later.